one, and I was in a band in Hollywood. I was a struggling musician, not alone in that city. I had a dream, and I was in a band, and I looked over one day in band rehearsal, and can you keep the lights up? I want to look at you guys. There we go. I looked over at my band, no disrespect to those guys, but I thought, fuck, you guys suck. So I quit my band. And I started walking home because I didn't have a car. And I was thinking to myself, there must be 3 other motherfuckers, just 3 in this goddamn city of Los Angeles that wants to rip the fucking throat out of the music industry. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed. And for some odd reason, on a Thursday night, I decided to go to a club in Hollywood called the Starwood, and I walked through the doors, and on that stage was a drummer, and he was kicking the shit out of the drums and blew my fucking mind. That drummer was wearing girls' spandex pants as well, and that drummer is Tommy Lee. There he is. One of the most insane human beings on earth. So, I went backstage and I started talking to Tommy, and we sat on the floor. I had a rum and coke, he had a couple beers, and we talked about a couple things. We talked about how much we loved fucking punk rock, and how much we loved heavy metal, and how much we loved all these bands that came out of the 70s, like Queen and David Bowie and Slade, and as a matter of fact, Alice fucking Cooper. So we decided to start a band. I was living at this girl's house, and we set up bass and drums in the living room of that house, and we were playing these songs: Too Fast for Love, On With the Show, Starry Eyes, Merry Go Round. Let me see, did I forget anything? Public Enemy #1. Okay, so you get the idea. And we were fucking serious as a fucking heart attack. We wanted to do this. And at the time in Los Angeles, all the bands had skinny fucking ties and short hair, and it was called New Wave. And I don't know about you guys in Detroit, but to me, that shit sucked fucking balls, right? So me and Tommy said, we need a guitar player that's a heavy motherfucker. And we couldn't find one. And then one day we picked up this magazine called The Recycler Magazine. And it simply said, loud, rude, aggressive guitar player available. Call me. My name is Mick fucking Mars. And I'm really fucking grateful that he took an ad out. And so should you, because we probably wouldn't be here. Again, if anything in this story didn't happen just like I'm telling you. So we were sitting up and we were playing these songs, and we were fucking defining ourselves, and we didn't want to look like anybody, and we didn't want to sound like anybody, we didn't want anything to do with anybody else. But we were missing one fucking piece of the puzzle, a very important piece of the puzzle, and that's the lead singer. Yeah! And Tommy says, I know a guy, but he's in another band. We got back onto Hollywood Boulevard. We went and we saw this singer, and he stood on stage in white leather pants, a white leather jacket, white fucking hair, black fucking makeup, and he was singing. I never heard a voice before. And on top of that, there were girls in the front row that were taking their pussies out of their pants and were throwing them at him. He was catching their pussies in his mouth, and we went, now that's a fucking lead singer. And that is Vince fucking Neil right there. Where is he? So now we had 4 fucking heathens, and we had a fucking band. We didn't even have a band name yet, and this is what happened. We went to Burbank, California. We took our money and we pulled it together for one rehearsal space, for one day, one fucking chance and one chance only. And I handed Vince the lyrics to Livewire. And Mick, and he said, I got this motherfucker. And Mick ripped into the riff. Tommy started pounding on the drums. I picked up the bass, and at that moment, Detroit, at that fucking moment, in Los Angeles, California, January 17th, 1981, this motherfucker was born, Motley Crue. And we love you from the cradle to the fucking grave. And I have one last thing to say. I swear to God, we're gonna haunt you till you fucking die. Let's do it.